with the topic, the importance of 3S. Let me introduce the speaker first here. So Tian En is a double major degree holder in international business. One is in international business and another one is in banking and finance from Monash University. So Tian En is currently working as executive manager in one of the biggest international banks. And also she is an Amway second generation and started to travel around the world with parents since young age. So Tian En has started to build Amway business after 1 year of working because realizing the importance of passive income and admiring her parents' lifestyle and able to retire at young age. Okay, so I'm very sure it's going to be a fantastic session. Let's give some flowers in the chat box to welcome our Tian En.
Hi, everyone. If you can hear my voice, can you put 888 in the chat box? Yeah, okay. I can see there's response. So yeah, hi, good evening, everyone. I'm Tian En. Probably let me share my slide. Just a moment. Okay. First, I would like to, thanks Shana for the great introductions, and also thanks eCVI for giving me this great opportunity to share with you guys on one of the great topic, which is the importance of 3S. Before diving into the topic, I would like to take this opportunity to thanks and as well as express my gratitude towards my upline, who are none other than my parents, my upline, Diamond, Bernard Khoo, and Michelle Oi. My parents have achieved their diamondship when I was only 2 years old, and nearly 30 years now, they have been living a retirement lifestyle, which able to take control of their own time as there's no worries on the paycheck to paycheck. I believe this is the lifestyle that most of us are actually searching and also looking forward. That's why we are all here tonight to actually find out what Amway business is. Right, similar to most of the Amway second generation, my 18 years old birthday present was the big, huge starter kit bag, but back then I wasn't understand the Amway value, and I did not start the Amway when I first signed up. So I have told my parents that, I need to focus on my study so I can so-called stay away from building Amway business. There's a great excuses, right? Because your parent will never say no that not to concentrate on your study. So yeah, I have graduated from university and of course got an offer from one of the company which I'm aiming for. But unfortunately, the expectation and the reality usually come opposite, especially the payout that you are expect is usually much lower, because we used to imagine, oh, I'm actually a degree holder, so how much I can actually get when I enter into a job, right? That's why this has actually triggered myself to look into the Amway business. And my parents always share with me the importance of the basic work, which they have been working even after they have achieved their diamondship, or when they have building their Amway business back then, which is this 3S and 1M. And now we are actually, all this 3S and 1M is still relevant to all of us which building the Amway nowadays. So you can see building Amway is like, there is no magic, right? So just the simple basic work that you need to do. So now I would like to dive into the topic for a deeper. So all these are basically based on my experience. So if there is any difference, please always refer back to your upline direct, okay? So yeah, so Amway is, okay, first, I think I would like to congratulations to all of you here tonight, because basically you have blue tick the 1M because you have actually attended the meeting and you wanted to learn and also gain more knowledge. this is basically how we can actually collect our bullet and also sharpen our weapon before we enter into the war, right? So as we all know, Amway is a business, and a business definitely need to make sales, because this is how we can make the works go around. And this is how the first S come into the picture, selling. Next, Amway is a networking business, which equally to how we sponsoring and open branches in the business. Hence, this is the second S, sponsoring. Most importantly, in Amway, we are our own boss, and the so-called branches is the downline are their own boss as well. So in fact, we need to be mindful that everyone is their own boss, that it is a partnership business. So in most of the case, the downline can actually be more successful than their upline. Lastly, in order to build a sustainable business for a long-lasting period, you can't miss out the last S, which is servicing, because this helps to build the strength of the business. Example of the service provider like ECVI is an awesome business school which provide the trainings and events to all the ECVI family members, and you are also one of the service provider which servicing your downline, assisting them on their needs while building the Amway business, as well as servicing your customers, right? So that's here and my speech, no lah, okay? So there's actually a further elaboration on each point, which I will go into. Okay, selling first. Why selling is important? Because I think there's a lot of prospect or downline that you might encounter. They are actually very hardworking to attend the workshop, but why there is no result? This is because, as I mentioned earlier, Amway is a business. For a business that can be sustained and stay in the market, because there is a continuously of sales generating, regardless whether it is a goods or it is a services. And this is how it makes the works go around. If there is a business that is no sales or services is generating, and I think you might need to be careful, because the company might making the profit based on the membership that you are paying without providing any services or goods. Okay. Secondly, selling equal to generating income, because as you all know, Amway is a business which recognize your effort based on the business volume you have achieved, and this is how Amway reward us for the first and second, which is the basic, which is the normal income that when you first achieve in Amway, which is the performance bonus and also the price differences that you earn from the member and non-member price. Okay, next, selling is important because it put the knowledge into action. As I said, meeting is you collect the bullet and you sharpen your weapon, right? So now selling is basically one of the period that you can test out, wow, how many bullets I've collected and the weapon, whether is it sharp or not. So this is allow you to actually evaluate how much you have learned, and also acknowledging the area that you need to improve. Lastly, it helps to create the product experience as well as increase the confidence towards the Amway business. For example, if you have attended the meeting, just like how our wonderful Sheila have actually shared on the Nutrilite products, you have known, wow, the product is good, but you didn't try it. So if you have not tried it, how you actually able to feel how good is the product, and you basically don't have the confidence to actually do the selling, as well as the confidence on this at building the Amway business, because you don't know the product that this company is offering, whether is it a quality product, a good product, or a bad one, right? So now, is selling difficult? This is one of the questions that some people might face. I'm not a good salesperson, but actually selling Amway product is not difficult. First, Amway has this more than 60 years of history. And if this company can sustain more than 60 years, meaning it must have a certain quality of products, right? And I believe most of us, when we face our customer, they will actually recognize Amway as a premium product. But what makes the selling difficult is usually you are not self-convinced and you are not confident to the products. So first, you need to start from yourself. Before starting selling to others, you will need to sell to yourself and you need to experience the products, have the knowledge of the products. And after you have self-convinced and you get the confidence to share, of course. But there is also a big no-no where some of us have this impression whereby I need to learn all the series, all the products that are offered by Amway, only I am going to sell the product. This is because when you have learned one product, let's say LOC, and you have used the LOC, the experience is very fresh and the excitement is like a top level. So you will basically, when you just use that product and you share the product, this will usually, you were able to have the high possibility to close the sales. So just go ahead and start selling. Even you just learn one product. So if you have learned LOC, just start to sell LOC and you will get the experience from there. And if you have learned protein today, learned body key today, you will just use it, try it, and just start to sell. So all we need to put in all this knowledge that we have learned and also the experience that we have experienced on the product, just put into practical. So you will get more and more expert in selling. And one day you will just find it's just happened in a smooth conversation without you knowing that you are actually doing selling. Of course, there are people who find it difficult to do the selling when they are lack of product knowledge. So if you are new or you are if you are new to the business, and also if you feel like you are lack of the product knowledge, just attend more workshop and learn, just like the meeting tonight or any workshop regarding the Amway products, or you will just go and register and attend to learn more, especially on the product demo, because Amway products do the talking. If you show the demo during the selling, it will usually help to close the sales easily. Besides of blindly selling, there is one important thing that we should always sell along, which is the value and also the benefits. This should always come first before selling the products. Just like how our speaker Sheila have shared the protein, the body key, the double X. Did she actually mention the price before she start doing the sharing on the products? No, right? Because what we need to do is we need to know that product value and also the benefits. Hence, tell the price of the products only when the product is suitable to your customer. This is to be fair to your customer and also yourself. Based on my experience of selling the value and benefit of the product usually create a more sustainable and appreciation towards the product from the customer. For example, when I do the selling on the Nutrilite products, I will always help my customer to do a health assessment, identify what is their health conditions, and share with them my nutritional knowledge first before advising their nutritional needs and introducing them Nutrilite products. In this way, our customer actually receiving the message that the knowledge that you share with them, eventually this will help to remind them each time to be mindful of what they are consuming, whether it will impact their health condition, and moreover, they will take the Nutrilite supplement automatically, and as they know this is actually what their body needs. Okay, and since then they will purchase the product without focusing too much on the price, because they saw the value and they know that this product will actually help their health condition which is priceless. So there is no other way to be master in selling except for practicing it over and over again. Hence, always remember that practice makes perfect. Okay, so here are some of the pictures that when I do my selling, you can see I always bring the Karada scan along. So I can actually help my customer to do the scanning first. So we will be able to identify what actually their health condition and what product is suitable for them. Similarly to the product demo, why do we need to do product demo? Because we provide a visualization for the customer that after when I consume this product, what will be the effect that benefit my body. So that's why demo is always very important. Besides of Nutrilite products, the health, the home care, all the products that when they have the visualization, it actually help them to implant the mindset to them that when they use the product, they will know how it actually works. Okay. So next, which is sponsoring. Amway is a networking business, as I mentioned just now, and sponsoring help to expand the business structure and the width of the business. In Amway, you can only be more successful if you're able to help people to be successful. Today, yes, we can have like ourselves, we can be a super salesman or super saleswoman in the business, but all the sales is only done by yourself, right? You're able to earn the money in Amway still, but this is a active income. So it is not the passive income that you are actually searching and building for. Hence, you need to understand the importance of sponsoring and share this good business to others as well as help them in building the Amway business. With that, everyone can actually leverage on the limited resources and increase the productivity of the business and achieve a two-way gaining situation. For example, you only have 24 hours. And if you have sponsor some ABO, be your business partner, and you guys can actually leverage on the hours that you have. Let's say you can organize a beauty break for 2 hours, and each of them actually invite friends coming to the beauty breaks, and it will actually create a more productivities, right? Instead of you going to one customer another, right? So lastly, there is lastly have yet to last. So one thing that we need to be clear is, as I say, our downline is not working for us, and we are also not working for our upline. We need to be clear that in Amway business, we are our own boss, and this is a partnership business. So definitely, who is the one who work harder, and they will get the more reward, and they will be more successful in the business. And lastly, there is no right way of whether I should do selling or I should do sponsoring, because it should always come in pair. If you have sell a product, just share with them the benefit of signing up as a member, regardless ABO or APC, just based on their needs, okay? And with that, you're able to secure them as a long-term customer, and you're able to create more opportunity to share with them more products. If they have only used a home care product, you still can share with them Nutrilite products, our home tech, our artistry. There's more and more Amway products in the list that you can share with them. So is sponsoring difficult? Some people might find it difficult is because probably first they might not familiar and they are not understand the Amway value and also the marketing plan. That's why they are not able to convey the message correctly or impactful to this their prospect. So they will find it difficult. So this you will need to back to point one, which is attending meeting workshop, as also look for your upline direct to learn and practice and get more understanding on the business value as well as the marketing plan. After you have learned the OPP and you have understand the Amway value, do you have the name list that you can share your business, your Amway business? If you're unsure how to start from the strangers, just complete the name list and start sharing with your close friends and family, because this will usually help to create a confidence in sponsoring, as well as take it as a practice. So when you face other than your close friends and your family, you can actually share very smoothly. And based on my interpretation, right, selling is on the product behind, selling is on the products or the value behind the product, whereby sponsoring is basically selling the value of the Amway business. Some people find sponsoring is difficult, might because after they have actually have a great understanding on the business, the marketing plan, but they still find it difficult. It might because they are not sharing the value that their prospect needs, or they will be interested. For example, if your prospect is a successful businessman, and do you think he will be interested in how much Amway can earn? Some yes, but probably no, because businessmen, they can actually earn big money in their own business, but what they are usually lack of is time. So you first need to talk about the value, the Amway value of freedom, time freedom of family. These are the value that they might be interested and they might want to achieve in Amway. So Amway marketing plan is very powerful, just that you need to customize the OPP based on your prospect needs. There is this one quote that my father used to share is, when you light up people, you will get brighter. And I believe not only ourselves get brighter, but the light that share among others, but also the light that you share among others, right? So therefore, expanding your Amway business by listening to others' needs and inspire them with our Amway value, and you will find sponsoring is not that difficult. Okay? So these are some of the examples. When you do sponsoring, it can be an indirect way, just like when you organize cash flow games with your prospect. This will help them to trigger the importance of passive income. And also you can do the sponsoring in between when you do the selling. You just tell them how much is the member fee, and you can get how much discount from the member price. So just continue and keep sponsoring on the method that you can. You just need to understand what your prospect needs and share with them the necessary. Okay. So now came to the last, which is servicing. Servicing is basically follow up as well. And servicing is one of the important key that you able to strengthen your business, and in order to build a long-lasting Amway business, especially in this century, right? Everyone is looking for a good and excellent service, which we will actually remember, regardless it is service at the point of sales or after sales service, because this is how you touch people's heart and able to build a long-term relationship with them, just like a friend, a close friend, or a family. Everyone is selling the same products, or your customer is consuming X brand product, but it may be give the same functions. So besides of giving the value and benefit, you will need to provide them on top of the products, which is the servicing. Hence, continuous of good servicing will actually help to create more sales. and also help to distinguish you against the others. Servicing is not that difficult if you are not putting yourself as a salesperson mindset. I keep mentioning that Amway is a people business. We should take away the salesperson mindset and start to make friends and build relationship with our customer. This is the key point. Once we have created the bonding in between, they will able to feel that you are caring for them wholeheartedly instead of just selling them the products. So what we need to do in servicing is basically to create the relationship and the bonding with your customer. Aside of your customer, not forgetting that it is important to serve to provide the servicing to your downline as well. Share with them and emphasize the value, the Amway value. Always remind them that the goal that they want to achieve when they first join the Amway business. Show them how you care about their future. Especially to new distributor, right? You will need to give them the Amway vaccine and the correct mindset, the right concept of Amway business, so they will not easily affected by the noise from outsiders who not truly understand the Amway value. So give them the support when they need while doing the selling, sponsoring, as well as a bridge introducing them to the successful leaders in Amway. Let's say a successful leader in the ECY environment, introduce them so they will feel welcome and they will feel they are actually part of the CVI. So this is also one of the servicing that we need to provide to our downline. Be their mentor in the business as well as their life mentor. Lastly, we need to provide not just the products or service to our customers, but also to create a wow impact to our customer, which they will actually remember. So this is like what I mentioned just now is how you able to distinguish you from other distributors or others experienced salesmen. So just remember that you need to keep away the salesperson mindset. There is this one quote which I find it really meaningful, is a good leader must first be a good servant. There's no one that born to be a good leader. If you are able to serve your customer, your people and your team right, you will definitely be a good leader with a strong organization that people would want to follow you. Okay, so these are some of the service method of service that example. So by organizing an event is also servicing your ABO. So you create a platform for them to actually beside of the product, you also create a platform for them to actually enjoy the benefit of improving their health, as well as we organize party to actually create more bonding with our customer and our ABOs. Besides, there are like one or two examples. It's like when you visit your customer and you are coming from some area, maybe just bring some kueh, bring some cookies along when visiting them, instead of just like pass the product to them and you will just leave. So these are also some small things that you can do while doing servicing, which your customer will remember. So sometimes when we help our customer to replace the eSpring cartridge, right? So when you install the cartridge, did you actually help them to also like make sure the basin is also clean? Not that you need to like brush their basin, but just make sure after you actually replace the eSpring cartridge, you actually wipe all the water in between. And these are also some small things that you can do which your customer will feel warm. Okay, so last but not the least, I would like to end my sharing with this one quote from Mahatma Gandhi. Your beliefs become your thoughts become your words become your actions become your habit become your value become your destiny. Keep up attending the meeting and you will have the right belief and it will become your thoughts and words. Put 3S, right? Put 3S into actions and keep practicing it until it becomes a habit and this is your value, since it will become your destiny to success. Lastly, I hope all of you have taken away something tonight and keep working up on the 3S and remember how we can utilize the 3S to build a big, strong, and sustainable Amway business. So I will end my sharing tonight here and thank you for listening and I will pass back to our MC, Sana.